Watch me turn this Dollar Tree mirror into a Moody vintage masterpiece on a budget. You will need a couple simple tools. Here I have a sander. You can use a finger sander as well, whatever you have on hand, a good paintbrush, and some good paint. In this case, I'm using my favorite Dixie Belle, and it's chalk mineral paint in the new colors that came out, actually called Sanctuary and Hearth, which will be perfect combination to create the Moody inspired look that we're looking for. All right, guys, first things first, let's go ahead and sand her down. While she is absolutely gorgeous just the way that she is, we're gonna make her vintage and Moody style. Let's take off the tag here. Now, I just used whatever I had on hand, and I had a sanding block here. I think it's like I don't even know, 120, I'm not sure. But I started sanding it down, and this is, oh, sorry. I drop a lot of things. If you're new to my channel, you're probably not aware, but I live with multiple sclerosis, and from a bad relapse in 2016, I left my hands completely numb. And so I drop a lot of things. And look what happened here. The mirror came apart. Guys, this is $1.25 from the Dollar Tree. So yeah, it fell apart, which was actually great because it helped me able to prep it for paint and everything and without having to damage the mirror. There I go, dropping again. So I keep on blending this and sanding it down. When I mean blending, I mean using two different types of sanders on there. So I'm using now the Waverly chalk paint in the color ink. Now I didn't really need to use this, guys, but I wanted to make sure that the surface was dark enough. I could have probably just added the Dixie Belle paint, but I wasn't sure because of the plastic, so I went ahead and I just put in a little bit of the Waverly chalk paint in the color ink as a base color. Well, here I start painting away. As you can see, how satisfying is this, guys? The transformation begins, and I'm not really sure if I needed to use this Waverly ink, which is the black color of the Waverly paint, but I did it anyway, just in case. I was cautious. I wanted to make sure that it had full coverage, and not that the Dixie Belle chalk paint wouldn't have covered it fully, but I don't know, I just felt like I needed to do black as the base. So here I am just painting this, and it's so satisfying, guys. All the little details and the grooves and all of this. And please stay to the end of the video where you're gonna see how gorgeous this mirror turns out. And it just has like that dark academia vibe, almost inspired, you know, vintage vibe. I absolutely love it. Now here I'm using my heating tool. Guys, I've had this heating tool for many, many years, from actually when I used to scrapbook. But you can actually use your blow dryer or any other heating tool that you may have on hand. This is the new Dixie Belle chalk mineral paint in the color Sanctuary. Y'all, this green is absolutely stunning. Look at this, how gorgeous this is. If that doesn't give a vintage vibe, I don't know what does. And then this other color, Hearth, I absolutely love it as well. Now, I love using Dixie Belle chalk paint, y'all, because it's water-based, it's self-leveling paint that gives the furniture and home decor a beautiful matte and chalky finish, which I absolutely love. And also, it requires very little prep work. So at this point, I've already painted the entire mirror in the color ink, and now I'm actually adding the Dixie Belle Hearth color. Guys, look how beautiful and smooth this paint goes on there. This is why I mentioned to you at the beginning of the video that I probably did not need to paint it in black initially as a base, because the actual Dixie Belle will cover, it gives you good coverage with one or two coats. But you know, I was just trying it out just to see, but just giving you guys that heads up, so you don't really have to use a base coat unless you have another type of chalk paint that will give you that full coverage. Obviously, chalk paint is highly recommended here just because of the full coverage that it gives. And y'all, look at this color. Is this not gorgeous? So now I am taking out the rub and buff, and they have two different golds. I think I ended up using the antique gold color. And I love this product, guys. If you've never used Rub and Buff, highly recommend it. It just goes on really nicely, and they have several colors. They have silver, I think they also have a black one, they have different golds, and I absolutely love using this item. A little bit goes a very long way. Okay guys, remember I was telling you earlier in the video how gratifying and satisfying it is to paint? Y'all, when you use this Rub and Buff, look at this. Look what it does. It basically highlights all of the uplifted areas, and look at this. It's so much fun, guys. It is so, oh my gosh, gratifying to do this. I know it sounds a little weird, but y'all, I'm telling you, look at this. Look, when you start seeing what it does and how it makes it pop, you just enjoy it. Look at this, gorgeous. Make sure you guys stay to the end of the video so you can see the final reveal in this mirror and how I paired it up with some of my antique books, and I created this really beautiful vintage inspired look, and it looks so cute in my design space, y'all. You need to check it out. I went ahead and I sped this up because you guys know how to paint, and I don't want the video to be super long, but look at this. Look at this transformation just by adding the Rub and Buff, guys. And I am using a small brush here. You could use your fingers actually with the Rub and Buff. I usually paint with my fingers when it comes to the Rub and Buff, but in this particular project, because I was wearing the gloves, I just used a little brush. But look at this, how gorgeous. Okay, here I'm using the Varathane finishing wax. Guys, I have no idea why I put this on here at this moment. I wasn't done painting. Exactly, I was not done painting. I have no idea why I put the wax on there. I wasn't ready to seal this. Oh my goodness. But I didn't delete it from the video because, you know, I try to show you guys everything that I do, including my mistakes, because we all make mistakes, right? And so I continue to add the wax, and then after, you'll see that I will then now add paint to the wax. Yeah, crazy. So at this point, I start gluing the mirror back because it had fallen off, and I was having a little trouble gluing it back together, but I finally got it to stick, and now the fun part arrives, guys. Now is when I start painting, and as you can see here, I'm taking the Waverly ink, which is the black color, and I'm starting to just go around the mirror and add a little bit of black and trying to get that finish that I was really looking for. So now I'm on the back side of the mirror, and as you can see here, I'm painting and I'm wiping back. I'm painting and I'm wiping back because I'm looking for a specific look. As you can see here, I'm almost giving it like a shadow, and this took a little bit of time, y'all. Okay, this is where I grab the Dixie Belle chalk paint in the color Sanctuary. Guys, I told you, look at this green. It is absolutely stunning. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if that doesn't scream vintage, I don't know what does. But I created the same, basically going around the mirror. Just no rhyme or reason, just going around, just again trying to get that, you know, old beat up kind of smoky vibe. And that's what I'm doing here. Just taking my time to do it and just enjoying the process, guys. You have to enjoy the process, right? Okay, this is where I decide to do something outside the box. And I meant like outside the rim. If you see here, I start applying this beautiful color to the mirror. If you guys have ever looked at a very old mirror, you will see that it starts like, I don't want to use the word rotting, but like just losing its beauty on the edge of the mirror. And that's what I was trying to accomplish here, guys. I've never done this technique before, guys, so be patient with me because I've never done this technique. It just started playing with the paint, and ultimately I loved how it ended, you know, looking. One thing that I will say, as you can see, I have taken my time. I genuinely took my time for this process because there was a look that I was looking for. And since I had never done it before, I had to be patient, right? And in my mind, I know what I wanted. I just didn't know how I was going to put it together. And this is why I show you guys here how I just took my sweet time to go around the mirror. Again, no rhyme or reason, different areas, and just start putting the green on here. And you know, trying to achieve that beautiful vintage antique look. Okay, so somehow I ended up going back to black. And here we go, adding some black on top of the green, wiping back, blending it together until I was happy with it. If it was showing too much black, then I would add a little more green and just going back and forth until I got the look I was looking for. We're almost done with this project, guys, and highly recommend to do this project with your children. Obviously, you don't have to do the Moody style, but you can do a fun colors and you can add embellishments and rhinestones and just get creative and have fun with it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I truly appreciate you guys. If you like this type of content, please like, share, and subscribe for more DIY crafting projects, thrift flips, and some all-around fun. Please be kind to one another, and no matter what you're going through or what you're facing, don't forget to just keep on keeping on. God bless y'all.